Exciting times though, Tom. We have got the first ever Black Friday game. And of course, they've rolled out the red carpet. They've got the best quarterback ever, Tim Boyle. Mr. I threw 1 touchdown and 13 interceptions at UConn in college and is now starting an NFL game for the Jets. This can only go badly.
Yeah, and I think the Dolphins are favored by 10 in this game. And regardless of how good the Jets defense is, it just feels like this is going to be a miserable affair for the Jets, really.
Yep.
Like, Zach Wilson was diabolical against the Bills. He had 81 passing yards before he was benched after falling over walking onto the field. And it was just, that was the perfect last glimpse into Zach Wilson's career in the NFL. And frankly, it should have come weeks ago. But I mean, I can rattle off a bunch of stats about how the Jets allow the league low fantasy points to wide receivers, the 11th fewest QB fantasy points. They allow, they're more of a run funnel. So perhaps this leans more towards Miami's running game. Devin Achan is apparently questionable. I feel like it would be a bit daft to play him, given it was a reoccurrence of the issue that put him on IR. And I think, you can lean into what you need to lean into. Jalen Waddle, we keep saying it every week, but this week, the matchup actually looks slightly better for him. He has better stats against the kind of coverage that the Jets use, cover 4, cover 6, rather than Tyreek Hill. So if you need to start Jalen Waddle, perhaps this is a week where he actually pays off. Garrett Wilson, he was averaging 8 catches for 93 yards over the last 3 games before Buffalo. Breece Hall, he's at over 50 rush yards once in the last 5, but Miami are a pretty tough team against the run. They've allowed the 7th fewest running back fantasy points, but they do allow the 3rd highest yards per reception, so perhaps he gets there through pass catching work. But overall, I'm expecting an efficient Dolphins performance. I would be surprised if Tua ends up getting enough points to finish inside the top 12 quarterbacks. I think they'll just get there on efficiency and then run the game out.
Yeah, I sadly tend to agree with everything you said. I mean, look, this Jets team is averaging 8 points a game in the last 3 weeks with Zach Wilson under center. As bad as Zach Wilson's been, Tim Boyle is going to be a massive downgrade. And I just think that I'd be shocked if the Jets put up double-digit points, let alone stay competitive in this. Maybe I'm just a down and depressed Jets fan yet again. A couple of people in chat. NBA Rig, thanks for joining us. Happy Thanksgiving. And Pat, one of our members, is asking Deontay Johnson or Jerome Ford this week. Where are you going there?
I quite like Deontay Johnson. I think maybe we get the dead cat bounce from the Pittsburgh offense. And yeah, Jerome Ford, we saw a bit of a reduction in role last week after being positive for the 2 previous weeks. And it's just enough to give me a little bit of pause.
Yeah, I think I've gone pretty close. I'd lean Jerome Ford. I just think that Denver, have been better the last few weeks, but I'm very concerned. I think I'd go Ford here. I also need to know a little bit, Tom. What the hell's a dead cat bounce? I've never heard that one before. Is that a northern saying?
You never heard? Yeah. Well, even a dead cat bounces when you throw it on the floor.
That's a new one to me. So there you go. If you're listening and you've heard that, let me know in the comments because I reckon Tom's making that up. That's not a real fair saying. If you are here, though, and you are watching and you've not hit that subscribe button, we want to help you win fantasy championships. We're doing it for all our members. We're doing it for people that consistently watch. You become one of those people. Hit that subscribe and you will win more fantasy titles.